Welcome to Let's Weave Beads. In the next few videos, it is my hope to go over some cleanup techniques and tips for patterns that have been converted from peyote to the right angle weave. Here I am showing you one of the few flat peyote pieces I have converted. This one was a rather simple cleanup as it was just going along the edges and cleaning up where the seahorse met the ocean. Some pieces will be more complicated than that. If you noticed, in my last set of practice patterns, all of the lines either went across or diagonal. These type of lines convert from peyote to right angle weave without any necessary cleanup. I'm going to be putting up some new practice patterns which also include lines that go up and down. Now these type of lines will require some cleanup and some will require more cleanup than others. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to convert these from peyote to right angle weave on a graph. That way you can then see how the cleanup might need to go before doing any beading. I have up on Pinterest, I will have up these patterns in 3 different colorways so that you can have a choice of color options for your next few videos. And I also have up a graph. Now this graph is a GIF file, and the reason that is because it makes it so that if you open it up in most image editors, you can then use the fill option and fill in the colors instead of doing it by hand as I'm going to show you here. So if you want to try that out, open up the image in a image editor and then have your pattern, as I'll show you in a few minutes, and just use your fill option to fill in the beads instead of using pencils, which is what I shall use. So please check out Pinterest for the new patterns and the graph so that you can be prepared for the next few videos. Oh, and I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I also do have a video up which shows you how to do it with Bead Tool 4 if you would like, if you have that program and would like to do it with the beading program instead of using the graph in an image editor. Alright, so here we have our graph, and then we have our pattern. Now the graph that I have created is slightly larger than these particular patterns, so you will have some space on the side and bottom left over. Now what you'll want to do is have a way of marking your row, and see, this is the first row of peyote, and this row will go on the first row of your graph. So then you will do 2 for each of these, just like here you have 2, so you do 2 for each. Oh, my pencils are not showing up too well, but that's for the first one. So how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will do 8 across. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8 across. Now we need 3 black. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now as you can see, using the fill option will be much quicker and easier to see than the coloring pencils I have. I do it all on the computer, so I don't usually use pencils. Now then you move it down so you can see the next row of peyote, and then you will do this row, but as you can see it's 1 per instead of 2 like the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want 4 of the gray. And then 1 dark pink. And then 3 black. Alright, and then you move down to the next row. And you want 1, 2, 3, 4 of the gray. But remember, when you're on this row, you do 2. So that'll be a total of 8 you fill in. And then we'll need 1 dark pink. And then 2 black. Now in the next videos, I will be showing you this graph filled in by the computer fill option. So that you can see what that will look like, but also it will show up better in the video so that I can help you, showing you ways to clean up these patterns. I will most likely do the circles first and then the squares, and then probably this one next, followed by this one, which I think, if I'm right, we'll need the most cleanup done to it. So please, like I said, if you want to do this one first, prepare it for the next video so that you can see on your paper, or if you have on your computer, on your image editor, ways to clean it up and make it look its best for beading with the right angle weave. Hope to see you there. Happy beading.